Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on a fun little technique. It is the underpainting makeup technique, and it's basically adding your blush and your bronzer before you go in with your tinted moisturizer, with your foundation. I've been seeing this a lot and I really love the results of it, so I wanted to show you guys because I feel like this is a perfect technique for the spring and summer that you definitely want to look into for your just effortless makeup look. So let's go ahead and get right into this video because I'm excited to show you guys what this looks like in action. I already went ahead and did my eye makeup just because I wanted to get that out of the way. Because this is a very effortless, natural looking makeup look, I wanted to keep the eyes very simple. Just went in with one eyeshadow and eyeshadow as wing. I used my Milani Flora palette. You guys know I love that palette so much. And then I just curled my lashes and added a half lash on the outer edges to really elongate those eyes. But now we can hop into the good part. So of course you always want to go ahead and do your primer. So I am priming with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, putting this all over my face to really create that nice gripping consistency for the products that we're putting on top. So I'm gonna start off with my bronzing and contouring. This is my Fenty Beauty Contour Stick. I love this stick so much. I wear this in the shade Mocha. I feel like these are excellent and they have really good tones to them because I feel like sometimes some sticks are just way too orangey, and I feel like this is the perfect color for my complexion. So I always love using this. It just really does the trick for me. I really am curious to try out the Rare Beauty ones, but literally I can't even find them anywhere. So I'm just kind of like, okay, it is what it is. Okay, we're gonna do one more thing that I recently learned from TikTok. I'm going to be kind of creating my contour, but we're gonna lift it up at the end. You guys see how I lifted that up to kind of hug the cheekbone, and then here we're just gonna take it down like so. So it almost looks like we're creating like the shape of a skull. If you guys do like art or you guys have created like a skull look, like it's kind of like we're connecting it to that skull look. And we're just doing it right here. Same thing on this side. I feel like my cheekbones aren't like proportional, so they may look a little different. There we go. That's as best as we can get. This one is slightly lower than this one, but it's okay. Face isn't perfectly symmetrical, but you guys get the concept. So what this does is going to create a lifted contour effect, but it's also gonna add shadow down here to kind of bring in your face structure and really create that like super like snatched effect. So we're gonna do that, and now we can go in with the blush. So the blush, we're gonna be using the Rare Beauty Happy. I love this blush so much. And we're gonna be applying just a dot right here. With this, you don't wanna use too much because this is a very pigmented blush. Now, if you aren't doing the whole contouring situation and you accidentally are heavy-handed with your blush, it's okay, because once again, we're gonna be applying our foundation or tinted moisturizer on top. So it's going to really help kind of make everything look more natural. So you can kind of go a little heavier right now, and then once you go in and do the rest, you can blend. So what we're gonna go ahead and do now is we're gonna apply the tinted moisturizer, because today I'm gonna be using the tinted moisturizer, the Rare Beauty one. And I actually saw this technique trending from Rare Beauty and also Rose and Ben on TikTok. This is an old trick. I'm not saying they started it, because I know this has been around for a long time, but that's where I saw it from. So I'm gonna be using the Rare Beauty Skin Tint. I love this stuff. This one does contain 20 SPF, and I feel like this is the perfect consistency for that just very lightweight makeup look. And you can do it your own way. You don't have to do this exact way. Ooh, one thing we forgot to do, which I'm gonna do it right now, is the nose contour. So we can kind of go a little bit more intense just because we're gonna be layering it with the foundation on top. So I'm just taking the product. I know we look a little crazy, but it's gonna work out. I actually also tried it on my TikTok where I just went in with blush, and I was like, whoa. Okay, so now we're gonna be taking our blush and we are going to just begin blending everything into one another. See kind of how it works. I'm gonna start at the top, and I'm first going to start off by blending out the foundation, and then blending it into the bronzer so that it gives just a very light consistency. I feel like if you blend from the bronzer to the foundation, or tinted moisturizer, in this case we're using tinted moisturizer, it can cause the tinted moisturizer to change color. So blend from foundation to the rest of the product. And then of course, I'm gonna go here and here. You guys can see just how effortless it blends out. And it just starts to really give you what it needs to give. And if you need a little bit more tinted moisturizer, you can always pull from other areas, or you can take some more product. But you guys can see how nicely this shapes everything. Like, start from the foundation down, and it just really gives you a soft, bronzy appearance. So everything looks softer. I feel like that's the good thing about this technique, is that it makes everything look so much softer. And at first you may be like, oh my God, that's super intense. It's gonna look so like extreme. But because you're blending the foundation into these products that you're applying, whether it's bronzer, whether it's blush, whether it's your concealer, whatever it may be, it's blending everything into one another. So it's mixing it super nicely so that it gives you the most natural look that it can. So I'm just gonna take a little bit more right there because I wanna use some of this product to blend everything out. Again, just going in. Do you guys see how like effortless it just blends in? Like, I just really love how that looks. It just gives you the softest blush and contour effect that I'm just like, yes. Look at that. It just all starts to really come together, and we still have this much product. I don't know why I pumped out so much more when we literally don't need any more. But now what I'm gonna move on to is the nose contour, and I'm just gonna be taking a smaller brush. I'm gonna be using something like this. This is the Real Techniques setting brush, and I'm just gonna pull like that down the bridge of the nose for like that highlighty look. Pull it up, and then I'm going to take my contour brush and I'm going to just blend everything. Then I'm going back in with the brush that we used to blend out the tinted moisturizer, and I'm going to just make sure I blend everything into one another. And especially for somebody that perhaps struggles with harsh lines like around their nose when they're contouring, this is a good technique, is underpainting, because when you apply the contour slash bronzer on your nose, if that light is glitching, like I mentioned before, I'm in the process of getting new lights and this light is just playing games with me. So don't worry, pretty soon I'll have better lights. I'm just researching the best ones because I want to make sure that I have the best quality. And you guys can see it just does a really good job of making it look a little bit softer, but still like, you know, giving it that like she is contoured effect. So I'm just going in very, very lightly. It gives it the more like effortless, she didn't try way too hard type of finish. Like, I just really love this, and I feel like it's also perfect for summer. Like, it's that perfect like bronzy moment. And then obviously once you're done with that, you can take your favorite powder and just set everything into place so that it is good to go, ready to go. Or you could also even go in if you want to add a little bit of concealer down there. You could have done that in the first step. Personally for me, or if you're somebody that likes a more full coverage concealer, I would recommend going in afterwards, just because I feel like, for me personally, I want to make sure that this has really good coverage. And I also have to bake it, because if I don't bake it, it's gonna crease. Blend everything. I'm one of those people that when I'm doing a very natural look like this, when it comes to the concealer, I like to just take a little bit of it just because I still want to keep it natural, but because I crease like crazy, I do have to go in with my powder. For powder, I'm just using my Halo Glow in the light pink, especially if you do want brightening. This is like the way to go. It really gets in there and gives you that perfect brightening effect. Don't let it set too long just because you don't want it to look too drying underneath. So just leave it on for a few seconds, then remove it, dust it away. And then we can just go in with our powder. You guys know the trick. The ColourPop Pretty Fresh powder is my holy grail. I use this in the shade medium 10. So because it gives me such a natural, effortless finish, I'm not gonna worry too much about like making it look extremely matte. I'm just gonna go over the areas where I tend to get oily. So right around the mouth, the tip of the nose, down the bridge of the nose a little bit, and on the sides of the eyebrows. I always get oily like in the eyebrow area. So I'm just gonna handle that area, and that's pretty much it. And this is the final completed look using the underpainting technique for our makeup. I really love how everything came together so nicely, so effortlessly. I feel like this is a great technique for those of you guys who are looking for a very natural makeup look. Or even if like, in case you went in with a little too much blush or something, or you're heavy-handed like I tend to be, this is a great technique to practice so that you can start doing that first and then going over with your tinted moisturizer or your foundation, and bam, you have flawless, beautiful results. Like I mentioned in a previous video, I want to start incorporating more makeup techniques, makeup tips and tricks that I see and learn, and bring them onto the channel so that I can share with you guys some cool tips that you may have not heard of yet. So if you guys enjoyed watching this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Let's continue doing these type of videos for you guys. And I think that's all I have. So don't forget to stay safe, stay blessed, and stay beautiful. And I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Bye guys.